They say you don't need a perfect path to make a meaningful impact. You just need the right set of problem and the courage to do it. I'm Subhesh Kumar, a DCE graduate. I started my programming journey in my first semester, and by the end of first year, I was one of the top programmer of DCE. In my second year, I started teaching DSA to a small group of students. No fancy resource, just a whiteboard and a group of 20 students. Over time, that batch grew. So did my understanding of how students learn, struggle, and grow. After my college, I joined Google as a software engineer. But the real joy for me was watching my students go from confusion to clarity, watching them succeed in their life, getting their dream jobs. And that's what brought me to Vedam. Because today, the real problem is the alignment between what's being taught in the college and what the tech industry needs. At Vedam, we are not just rewriting the syllabus, we are reimagining the journey. From AI-first curriculum to real-world projects, we are building a new generation tech school. And I am here to help shape it. Along with Google, I started my online bootcamp where I used to teach data structures and algorithm as well as system design. More than 50 of my students have cracked Google so far. Honestly, it's not magic. And it's definitely not reserved for some elite group. Let me walk you through the interview process that I had with Google. And you decide yourself what it takes to join Google. So the very first round was screening round. They'll ask you either 2 medium or 1 hard DSA question. You'll have to clear that round and then only you'll get the actual interview invitation. After you clear your screening round, you'll get invitation for the next 4 rounds, out of which 3 are going to be technical one and last one is going to be the HR round, or they call it Googliness now round. So first 3 technical rounds, they're going to ask you data structures and algorithm questions. Again, either 2 medium or 1 hard. So in my 3 rounds, I got 1 hard question in each one. The 4th one is Googliness. They're going to ask you questions like what are your strengths, weaknesses, what you have done so far, what's your future goals are. You'll have to clear all those rounds. After that, you'll get 1 more managerial round invitation in which your potential manager is going to discuss around the projects you have done so far, some system design questions and those kind of stuff. So all in all, you will have 6 rounds of interview, out of which 5 are going to be technical. That will include mostly data structures and algorithm, and then the projects you have worked so far along with system design. And 1 round is your Googliness. So now you know, out of 6 rounds, 5 were technical. In all the rounds, they are trying to judge your problem solving skills. They are not looking for your degree. They are trying to see, can you come up with a creative solution for a problem? That's what we have integrated in our Vedam's curriculum. Our students will learn problem-solving skills. They'll do hands-on practice. They'll build real-world projects in the 4-year b.tech journey itself. So the biggest problem that I see is lack of structured pathway. To learn, students jump from one tutorial to another. There is no personalization or mentorship available. And they are not learning by building a real-world projects, by doing hands-on practice. Google's interview success rate is less than 1%. You know why that is? Because the curriculum of traditional colleges are outdated. I don't know when it was updated. And it's 90% theory, only 10% application. It does not teach evolving concepts like LLMs, like system design. The things that you use on day 1 of your job, the things that you need to clear the interviews of companies like Google. So they don't teach you stuff like collaboration on GitHub, like creating API, thinking how to scale a system, deploying real-world projects so that others can use as well. Now that we have talked about the things that traditional colleges do not take care of, let me walk you through how we at Vedam are fixing those things. Let's discuss about the 4 principles that we followed while designing the learning experience at Vedam. First one, AI-first curriculum. So students will learn how AI works, how they can leverage AI to do things efficiently, how they can incorporate AI to solve the real-world problems. So student will be ready for the jobs of 2029. Second, hands-on learning. Anything that you'll learn it via building things. Let's say you're learning web development. So for every small concepts, you are going to ship something out. You are going to build something and learn while doing it. Third, industry-led. The curriculum that we have designed, we have taken input from the engineers that are actually working in the companies like Google, Microsoft. And the last one, mentorship driven. So you'll get a personalized learning thing. You'll get one-on-one mentorship from the tech experts. Now let's talk about the subjects and the projects that you'll be learning at Vedam. So we are going to start with the foundation of programming. Then we are going to do web development, in which we are going to learn MERN stack, React and Node. Then we are going to learn system design, like how to scale systems for million users, billion users. Then we are going to start with data science track. So we are going to study again Python, then basics of machine learning, advanced machine learning. Then we are going to go to NLP, deep learning, and those kind of things. And towards the end of your journey, we are going to study all about artificial intelligence, LLMs. We are also going to study all the core subjects like DBMS, OS, compiler design, computer architect, etc. Now let's talk about the projects that you'll be building. So we are going to start with portfolio website. Then we are going to build a feed like Hotstar. Then you'll be building Netflix recommendation system in your machine learning project. And there are more than 50 projects that you will be building across the 4-year curriculum. On top of that, you are going to build your own projects in Innovation Lab as well. With over 7 years of teaching experience, I have learned that learning should never be intimidating, especially when you are just starting out. That's why I focus on creating a classroom that's not just fun and interactive, but also beginner friendly. Whether you are completely new to coding or have taken just few steps, my classroom are going to be a perfect start for you.